song for you. I've just written it. Just written a song. Can I just play one song that I've just written? Just write. I've only just written it about 5 seconds ago. Okay, just written a fucking song, you cunt. Alright. Yeah. This is called The Week. Oops. Everybody wants to know when it's Wednesday, 'cause Tuesday's going just a bit too slow. And ain't we all scared of Thursday? Could our lives get any worse today? Maybe the future's Friday. Do you really wanna know? On Saturday we need our friends, on Sunday maybe we pretend, but on Monday we can start again, and maybe that's the show. Well, everybody wants to know when it's Wednesday, 'cause Tuesday's going just a bit too slow. And ain't we all scared of Thursday? Could our lives get any worse today? Maybe the future's Friday. Do you really want to know? On Saturday we need our friends, on Sunday maybe we pretend, but on Monday we can start again, and maybe that's the show. Anyway, that's the song I wrote tonight. That's the song I've just written. Anyway, play it one more time. Everybody wants to know when it's... No, I'm not. Fuck off. Anyway, that's the song I've just written. I'm going to bed because I'm very tired. Been up all day. By the way, if you don't eat food very often, here's a good tip. A tin of apple and some crumble mix and evaporated milk. Delicious. Apple crumble. I've not been eating very well because I'm not very good with food, because I'm a very bad cook. It's my problem these days, because I know everyone's in isolation. Like, everyone's in isolation. But my problem is I'm not eating a lot of food. So what I did today, I got a tin of apple, because I'm not very good at cooking. A tin of apple, like a tinned apples, and some crumble mix, which you can buy quite cheap. So apple crumble and evaporated milk is lovely. Fills the stomach very nicely. If you don't like food, try apple crumble or something, or any fruit crumble, whichever your fruit you desire. Fruit crumble is lovely with evaporated milk if you don't like eating. I've got fucking hundreds of tins of baked beans, and I don't like beans very much. I don't eat beans very often. I like baked beans, but I just don't feel like eating them. It's like I like salad, and last week I ate salad. This week I can't. I don't know. My stomach is a jumble, I tell you. But I've got food in my belly at the moment, so apple crumbles good if you don't feel like eating. But isn't it weird? This virus. We're all in isolation, kind of thing. Well, my mummy's in isolation, actually. I can't even hug my mummy. That's the worst thing about this virus. Yeah. Thankfully, I've still got 2 hands. Anyway, the worst thing about this virus, I know you're probably doing more than that, but the worst thing about this virus is that I'm not even allowed to give my mum a hug. So she's stuck behind the glass, stuck behind the window every day. I'm a postman, thankfully. Luckily, no, can we have a little heart-to-heart now? Let's just have a little chat. Right, no. Yeah, let's just have a little chat. I'm in the same fucking situation as everyone else. I can't fucking hug my mummy. She's 83 years old or something this year. I was 54 this year. Well, 54 a couple of days ago, back So I'm just thinking sort of like, you know, she's sort of like on her own with the cat. Luckily she got the cat. I'm glad about that. Glad she got the cat before we got put in isolation. It's horrible, isn't it? Like having to talk through glass. Everybody's in the same boat. You've got to stand 2 metres apart. We should have catch the flu and stuff. It's interesting, isn't it? I'm watching you. You're watching me. But now I'm a postie, so I don't know. But anyway, I'm just sort of like thinking about the world, you know. I'm thinking, we've got this coronavirus, isn't it? Funny how the government finds £340 billion, or however much they need to. Money out of nowhere, innit? All of a sudden, the government finds about 50 billion quid, or 100 billion quid, or 200 or 300 billion quid, however much money they need. Do you remember 2019? Please remember 2019. That was strange. Because actually in 2019, hospitals, seriously, were overcrowded. And people were actually being treated in the hospital hospital corridors. There were babies or children, sort of like waiting for treatment in hospital corridors a year ago. Now all of a sudden the government have got all this money. Rob, I know what I'm fucking talking about, you thick fucking cunt. I'm God. Okay? Yes, really God. But the truth is, a year ago the fucking National Health Service was struggling, trying to get funds because because the actual government wasn't fucking paying very much for the National Health Service a year ago. And actually, there were people waiting in the hospital corridors and stuff. It was on the newspapers and all that, wasn't it? It was in the Sun and the Mirror and all that a year ago. You know, you look back a year, and there are people waiting in waiting rooms and hospital corridors and shit. And National Health Service was in a shit state a year ago. Now all of a sudden, since you got this coronavirus, the government have got loads of money and they can pay for hospitals and pay for this and pay for that. And I'm just thinking to myself, what the fuck? Where the fuck did that money come from? Considering last year people were being treated like shit, waiting for hours in the corridors, kind of thing. Truth be told. But will the truth ever be told? I don't know. I'm alright, I don't. I'm just looking at myself a bit. I'm getting old now, you know. But I'm just saying the government just makes money appear out of nowhere when they need it. You know. But just remember last year, remember 1999, when the National Health Service was actually really struggling. There is one thing I think the government should do now, is add another zero onto the nurses' pay packets. I think they should give a zero on the end of their pay packet. So instead of 400 quid a week, or however much nurses get paid, they get an extra zero on the end of their pay packet, so they get paid £4,000 a week. That'd be nice for the nurses. Instead of just clapping hands, shit. Because nurses have families too, you know. And nurses actually have families to look after as well as the sick people. Believe it or not, a lot of them, you know, they've got kids and shit. So instead of just clapping for the NHS, I think the government should give the nurses one extra zero. Just one extra zero. Well, zero's nothing, is it? A zero is a zero. Therefore, zero means nothing, right? So what I think you should do, if you really honestly care about the NHS, if you really honestly care about the National Health Service, put an extra zero on the end of the nurse's pay packet forever and ever. Just one more zero. It won't cost you much. It's only one more zero. So instead of 400 quid a week, instead of 400 quid a week, or however much nurses get paid, you give them £4,000 a week. So instead of giving them 400, you give them 4,000 to show your appreciation, to show your real appreciation for the nurses. You should add another zero onto their pay packet. You should. Just so that instead of getting 400 quid a week, nurses get paid £4,000 a week. I think the government can afford that. Do you think the government can afford to pay nurses a decent wage for doing a decent job? Instead of just clapping, which is very nice probably, what you should do is give the nurses another zero on the end of their pay packet, because they're doing a very dangerous job, and you can't do anything until they get their job done. Nobody can do anything until the nurses fix this virus thing, really. Therefore, you should put another zero on the end of a nurse's pay packet, so that nurses get paid £4,000 a week. Well, who's doing the job? It's the nurses. Who's looking after the sick? It's the nurses. Who's wiping their bums? Who wipes people's bums for a living? Would you like to wipe the shit out of my arse? Question. Would you wipe the fucking shit out of my fucking arse? Nurses would. A nurse wipes the shit out of your fucking arse. Okay? When you're sick, it is the nurse who wipes the shit out of your fucking arse. Okay? What I want you to do is add another zero onto the nurse's pay packet. Just another zero. Doesn't cost much, does it? Doesn't really cost doesn't cost much to put another zero onto the nurse's pay packet, because the nurses treat everybody who is ill. Therefore, instead of 400 or whatever, how much they get paid a week, make it £4,000 a week. That would be fair. I would love to pay that. £4,000 a week instead of 400. Pay them what they're worth. Pay the fucking nurses, because they're the ones who are looking after the world. It is the nurses of the world who are looking after the world with this coronavirus. It is the fucking nurses who are saving lives doing this coronavirus as much as they can. Therefore, add another zero onto their fucking pay packet every week. Every fucking week. Add one more zero onto their pay packet. So instead of 400 quid a week, whatever, give them 4,000. Because they bloody earn it. I'm going to bed because I'm fucking knackered. They're the ones who earn the money. They're the ones who save your lives. Give them another zero on the end of their pay packet. I think every nurse should get at least 4,000 quid a week. Instead of 400 quid a week, pay them 4,000. God knows the government's got the money. And they've got people to look after too. And a very dangerous job. Thank you, nurses, for doing your job. It's a very, very dangerous job you do. You do. I've got to go to bed anyway. Good night. This is Bill. I was just singing a song. So that was my song of the week song. I wonder if I call that something. Shall I sing it one more time? I've got my glasses on because I can't see much. I'm going to sing it one more time. Fuck off. Bedtime.